Hi there, everyone. This is Darren with SimNation. Just doing a live sim for, well, not really live, a recorded sim of the second round of the playoffs for WWPF, which of course is our Draft Day Sports Pro Football 2025 League. It will soon be a 2026 league as soon as we move through the playoffs and get to the off season. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and import all the teams. Talk really quick at a high level about what happened in the previous round. You can already see some of that up on the screen, so some of this isn't going to be too much of a shock. Everything looks successful. Play sim. So in the first matchup, LA versus San Francisco, this was Barry versus Stuart, a rematch of last week. This time around, it wasn't close. Stuart did a really good job of kind of mitigating Barry's offense. If you look at the box score, what you'll see is San Francisco definitely shut them down. Very few teams have done this to Barry. It's one of the few times I think that I've seen a team actually shut down Goldman. Um, but Flores and Roush were the main reasons and drivers for the win, along with just the defense. You also see there was a lot of penalties on Barry's side that kind of just threw him out of whack. And good job, Stuart, in getting the win. Uh, Arizona versus Detroit. This, of course, is Simon versus Superman. And in this one, Arizona essentially managed to hang on in this one. You can see here that going late, Detroit got close. Arizona got two late field goals. And then, of course, they scored but weren't able to turn it and get into the end zone for one more. So Arizona's season continues. Detroit's ends. McDougal had a really good game, and you could see Payne Hill also had a really good game. Cleveland versus Tennessee. This is BioEagle versus Bama. Cleveland came into this game with a lot of injuries, so it's not a shock that they kind of lost this one. Tennessee had the better day. As you can see here, Schaefer was 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Really strong game from him. But Santos, who's really the backup quarterback, also had a really strong game, but just wasn't enough to get Cleveland over the hump of the injuries that they had. Miami versus Oakland. This is Soa versus the Ghost of Peter, otherwise known as the CPU. These two teams met last week, and Oakland won that one, and you can see Oakland won again. This time in overtime. You can see here that big day from Marcus Whitner at 373 yards, 85, almost 85% completion percentage, 5 touchdowns. But you see Adam Johnson had a much bigger day with 480 yards and 6 touchdowns. So that sets up some interesting matchups. We have Simon versus Invisible Witness and his Carolina Panthers. Carolina, if you remember, was a team I'm kind of projecting to win it all. You have Stuart and San Francisco 49ers versus Templar and his Dallas Cowboys. The Ghost of Peter in Oakland versus my Pittsburgh Steelers. And then you have Tennessee versus Bama's Tennessee versus Kev's New York squad. So just hit some playoff round. I'm not going to show the things, but what you can see here is that the Tennessee Titans did edge out the Jets 36-21. Pittsburgh handily beat the Raiders 41-13. Looks like Pierce had a big game in that Adam Johnson got knocked out of this one, which would probably be why they'd be able to score. San Francisco advances over Templar's Dallas Cowboys, and you see Invisible advances over Carolina. So what you'll have going into the next round will be the Jets versus the Steelers, the 49ers versus the Panthers. You have two coaches here who have won quite a few championships between the Steelers and the Panthers, so Invisible and myself. But that's kind of it. We'll see what happens on the next one. If you like this, I'll kind of broadcast the next one similar to this. But hope everyone has a good night. And if you're interested in joining the WWPF, just let me know. Have a great night. And going to go hit publish, but I'm not going to make you wait for that.